A big story that we are watching for you this morning. Texas health officials are reassuring the public after confirming that 2 Texans were on board that cruise ship at the center of the deadly hantavirus outbreak overseas.
KHO11's Devon Raming joins us live from the Med Center with more on this. The rare strain of this virus getting international attention. We've been talking about it for days. Now, what are officials saying about the risk right now this morning?
Hey, good morning, guys. So the 2 Texans who were on board the ship are being monitored this morning, but the good news in all of this is that they are not sick and they had no contact with any of the ill people who were on board the ship at the time. Now, this outbreak happened on a cruise ship that was traveling from Argentina toward Antarctica before crossing the Atlantic. Health officials say 3 people connected to the voyage have died from the hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a rare but potentially deadly disease that affects the lungs. And according to the CDC, the initial symptoms feel like the flu and can appear anywhere from 1 to 8 weeks after exposure. Now, we spoke with a Texas man who contracted a different strain of the virus back in 2005 when he was just 27 years old after a trip to New Mexico.
I remember telling my wife that I thought my brain was going to melt. It was just so terrible. And then as that progresses, it does affect your lungs. And eventually, within a day or two, it really affected my lungs. And when I went to the doctor, they transferred me over to UMC in Lubbock, which is a Texas Tech hospital. And I was put on a ventilator for, I was in the hospital about 2 weeks, but I was on a ventilator for probably 10 or 12 days of that time.
Yeah, thankfully he survived. The virus is typically spread by infected rodents, but the strain making headlines is spread by human-to-human contact, and the World Health Organization says most people will never be exposed to the hantavirus, but experts are still closely monitoring the outbreak because of how serious the illness can become. Now, coming up at 7 on our streaming newscast, we'll hear from a doctor and her advice for all of us moving forward in regards to this most recent outbreak. For now, reporting live from the Med Center, Devon Raming, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Devon, thank you for that update. As you mentioned, our coverage doesn't stop here.